We would lose.
We would lose.
No, because like a lot of those alien invasion movies, just like
We never made it to any of the home planets of any of the species of the Covenant.
I love how we're talking about this as though it's history, even though it's a video game war.
Well, I mean, so
happening in a video game.
just as a little side note.
Yeah, but no,
And we only won the Covenant War because the elites switched. Fuck me. The UNSC only won the Covenant War. I'm sorry, man. I played those as a kid. That's
No, you're good.
That's basically my reality. I am the Master Chief.
Right.
We only won pretty much because the elites switched sides.
Still won.
Yeah, but that was after we had one of them, but backstabbed the other.
And
well,
then
first off, this isn't even applicable to our situation because we don't have any of that sort of
we
fucking
don't.
technology.
I'm trying to say we would be fucked, and he's arguing that we would hold our own.
Well,
Honestly,
like, I think about movies like fucking...
The highest body armor we have right now, the highest rated, would not stand a chance against some kind of alien.
literally
weapon.
all they would have to do is make our entire population infertile, and we would all be dead within 100 years. So that's all they have to do, and then just keep us from.
Stop fucking.
Or just an EMP, just shut off the entire electrical
God,
grid
we'd
to
be
the whole
apes.
planet. Or just fucking throw an asteroid at our planet. They don't even have to build a new like fucking gun or whatever, or some like super laser. They just throw an asteroid
Just
at
bump into the moon and throw it off course. We'll all drown.
We'll all drown. I don't know. I look at movies like fucking Independence Day and what was it, Ender's Game or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the end of Independence Day a bunch of other aliens showing up?
I have no idea.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
remember the entirety of that movie.
I remember watching one movie where they spent the whole movie trying to fight these aliens, and they finally blow it up. They finally blow up the mothership, and then like thousands more come, and they're just like, well,
Damn.
time to raise the white
No,
flag.
I saw they had a documentary
French flag.
somewhere about like a realistic look at an alien invasion, about how we could like maybe possibly try and defend ourselves, and the only way that they figured we could maybe try is by putting or like taking a giant metal disc and then like putting a nuclear bomb under it and then detonating the bomb and then
just
launching
fucking
the
fly
disc.
swatter the bitches.
No, all it would do, we would throw it up at them, and then it would slam against their ship. It almost certainly would destroy it. And then just hope that would be enough for them to be like, this isn't worth our time, and then leave.
Simultaneously scorching half the earth.
Just a deterrent.
Look, first off, they would see what we were doing. They'd be like, what are these?
Okay, let's move out of the way, boys.
And like, even if they didn't, even if we hit them, they'd be like, in all, like,
They just send it back.
they probably would have traveled light years to get here. And like,
I
to
doubt they were
accomplish their
expecting
goal.
a giant metal disc, though.
They had accounted for everything except the
Except the
metal,
metal
disc.
disc.
This wasn't in the simulations.
Just like the simulations.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't just fucking turn tail and leave. Like, oh my god, they have metal
Oh,
discs.
fuck.
We gotta get the fuck out of here,
They just
boys.
used half their resources. Let's get out of here.
Us, they would still see like dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah.
Or fucking nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's
Yeah, it depends on how far away they are.
crazy to fucking think about.
yeah.
If they were 65 million years away, then they would just see dinosaurs. So.
Mhm.
And that's assuming that they could actually.
That
fucking
rattles
see.
my fucking brain, actually.
Because a light
You're
year...
so far away that you physically see the past. That's
Mhm.
fucking crazy.
The reason that
I mean,
is-
that's all the stars that we see at night. That's like light from like millions of years ago.
I may be
Wow.
dumb for having my mind blown by this, but that's fucking.
I don't
No,
know,
it
it's
is
mind blowing.
mind-blowing.
It's because that's how long, or like however, whenever they say it's like 100 million light years away, it's like that's how long it took that light to travel from that source to our eyes. It's 100 million years. So we're seeing
Fucking
100
crazy.
million years ago when we look at shit.
Have you ever seen
That far away.
the microwave background radiation picture? Because it's like, it's so far away that it only comes to us as microwave radiation, and it's like the oldest light in the universe, and it's from like probably not relatively short time after the Big Bang. So
Shit.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, I've heard people, I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson actually, I don't know how big of an authority he actually is on all this stuff, but
he seems to know what he's talking about.
yeah, he was talking about how, like, it's crazy that people deny the Big Bang because we can physically see it still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the light just, like, hasn't it takes so long to get here because it's so
It's
far
like
away.
it's like right there. We got a picture of it.
Yeah, like the explosion is still happening out there.
We caught it in the act.
It's
Like,
fucking crazy.
That is so crazy.
yeah.
Mm.
It's so wild to me that a lot of people deny the Big Bang. Because, like, a lot of those people who deny it are, like, fundamentalist Christians. And, like, this helps you, right? Like, this helps your argument.
The Earth is flat.
Huh?
The Earth is flat.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna strangle you. I'm gonna behead you. I'm gonna shove your head up your ass. Your dismembered head. Alright.
We didn't go to the moon.
Oh, I see.
You know why?
You're one of those idiots that believes in the moon.
I'm just kidding. You can't launch a rocket off a flat Earth, so that's how, we didn't get there. Oh, no, but that's what I was saying earlier. It's crazy to now be able to see, like, when you're living through, like, all these historical events that, like, have all these conspiracy theories pop up around them. It's interesting to see that happening now. Like, all this shit about how, like, the coronavirus is a Chinese-engineered bioweapon released on the world and shit.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
It's funny about the flat Earth thing. I saw a video of an actual like flat earther. It was talking about how the rotation of the Earth it goes 360 degrees every day, like a single rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So that means every hour you should detect a turn of 15 degrees or whatever. And they said that there's a special kind of laser gyroscope thing that could pick up the Earth's rotation. It should be able to see and like log that change in degrees that it it does. And they're like, if we could just get our hands on one of these gyroscopes, we could see once and for all that the Earth is flat. And then they say, well, somebody in the community actually saved up $20,000 to buy one of these gyroscopes. And what we found whenever we set it up is that we were getting a 15-degree turn every hour.
No shit, huh?
Yeah, they straight up proved it. And then they were like, well, that doesn't matter. The Earth is still flat.
The flat Earth is still rotating.
Right.
So
It's a disc spinning in space.
Right.
it's so stupid because like you can even detect like if you're good at math, which these people obviously are not, but you can actually like if you go to like an elevated surface, then you can actually like measure the rotate or like the curvature of the Earth and shit.
Mhm.
Like you just pick an object out in the distance and you do some like high level math, or I don't even think it's that high level math. You just need to know what you're doing, which I don't know how to do, and they almost certainly don't know how to do. But you can literally like empirically determine that the Earth is not flat. Like even people in like the fucking Greeks, or at least a bunch of the Greeks knew that the Earth wasn't flat and shit like that. So just wild that these people still exist.
It's nuts. I saw a picture of somebody who went to the top of a mountain. I don't remember which one it was, but then they had like a wide angle lens or like a fisheye lens or some shit, and they held it up in the air like a selfie, and you could see the entire curvature of the Earth all the way around.
No shit.
Yeah, it was cool shit.
Yeah. I don't know. That one, like, I don't know. The flat Earth conspiracy, like, I'm more just laugh at it because like
I
no
don't
one
get how
believes in
people
it.
can just ignore blatant facts.
Yeah.
They proved it themselves.
I'll tell you what,
and they're still like, nah.
the moon landing conspiracy pisses me off more than the flat Earth conspiracy, only because more people believe the moon landing conspiracy, and I've like actually fucking met moon landing conspiracy theorists. I'm like, how the fuck can you like still believe this shit? Like this has been decimated over and over and over again. Like
I read a paper somewhere or a study or something that said with the technology that we had back in the 60s, it would have cost significantly more to fake the moon landing and make it look real than it would have been to actually go to the moon.
yeah. Because there's no way, like, the government's notoriously bad at doing most things. So to coordinate this entire just fucking, like, conspiracy theory amongst all these people, it's just not going to happen. Like, I know their lines of evidence are just dumb. Like, I know one of them was like...
The government's pretty good at hiding shit.
Yeah, not like
for
that.
very long.
They're good at hiding things that the public doesn't know about. Like, we know about, like...
That's how secrets work.
They're good at hiding things we don't know about.
I mean, like, the whole thing is, like, everyone would know about this alleged moon landing. So, like, it's on everyone's minds. So
I feel like maybe they filmed it on Earth as a backup in case the actual moon landing didn't work.
What?
No, because
They filmed like a mock moon landing in case when they sent those guys up, they didn't land on the moon or something went wrong.
well, they had a speech prepared, or Nick, I forget who it was that had the speech prepared, but it was basically in the event that they didn't make it back, or like if their like lander didn't work, or they for some reason were stuck on the moon. They had a whole speech prepared where he would like the president would deliver and say like, "Oh my God,
That's all.
they're gonna starve to death up there. It's looking pretty grim up there."
It's pretty fucked up, actually.
They could always just send another rocket after him.
I don't think so.
No, it's not how that works.
Yeah, sure.
It's basically just a whole address to the nation, basically saying like, "We tried. Like,
We tried.
We made it.
We got it there.
Can't
Didn't
go
we?"
back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost him.
We lost him.
Houston, we have a problem.
We failed, but we succeeded.
Task failed successfully.
Currently, Neil is trying to bust open his helmet on the fucking ground of the earth of
I
the
feel
moon.
like it'd be pretty easy.
What, to just slam
Try.
it?
Yeah.
Well, you like gravity affects you less. You're not gonna fall as fast. Because they fall on their face
Just
in like
grab
the
a
videos and
fucking
shit.
rod and
Just smash that shit.
I guess.
Or go
Could
inside
they
the
reach
shell.
their faces though?
What?
Could they reach
Why,
their?
just
Well, those
Tyrannosaurs
they
and
can-
those things?
They
Well,
have
those-
like sun visors that they would flip up.
I thought
They
those
could
were
reach
like
their
just
face.
permanently down because those
No.
suits look pretty fucking restrictive.
They can touch your
They
face.
aren't exactly skin tight.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of mobility.
They can
there.
touch your face.
All right.
It seems like they would, other than there's really no
believe it.
reason to if you're covered up. So, you know.
Just take your helmet off.
unscrew
I don't know
I
why-
can't breathe in this thing.
I don't know why I said break the fucking mask. Just take off your glove. Fuck.
Put a pinhole prick in there.
Kick off your moon boots.
Oh, shit.
I wonder what would happen if you put
Apparently
seal-
dying in space sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
Has
it's
it
kinda-
ever happened?
Nope.
I don't think so.
No one has ever died in space.
I think it's all theoretical.
Someone died in the atmosphere, but not in space.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder what would happen if.
Yeah, but was it like a fucking rocket blown up or some shit?
yeah, it was a Challenger.
Yeah. I don't mean that. I mean like
Oh, you mean
actually
like
the
like
atmosphere killed
losing.
them, though. I think it was the explosion of the
Yeah,
rocket.
it was
that
pretty
they were
actually
strapped
a
to.
big
I forget
fiery
what
ball.
what happens with it, but because there's no actual pressure, like doesn't
Doesn't your
blood,
blood
like
boil
boil
and
away?
your saliva like immediately
Yeah.
or evaporates?
All
Yeah.
the fluids in your body boil.
Yeah.
And then you like freeze to death. Although technically speaking, space is not hot or cold because
No.
there's no molecules
Space
there.
is just space.
Space is just space.
It
I
would
feel
be
like-
they would be physically colder than you are, though.
Oh, you freeze your balls off.
Yeah.
No,
That's a chemical reaction.
that's
The
like I
actual
don't
act of being
understand
cold.
those people like. I would never want to be a fucking astronaut, or especially one of those first people to go fucking land on Mars.
I've always
Bro,
been an astronaut.
have you guys
Space
ever
is so
seen,
fascinating.
I think it's Love, Death, and Robots.
Yes, I
I've heard of
love
that.
that.
The space episode. Did you see that one?
I don't remember. I saw it. I watched the whole.
That
anthology,
one
but I don't
fucked
remember.
with me. Like that's the only one of those shows that actually fucked with me and made my skin crawl.
It was
What-
a little
what was it about?
anthology series, like Black Mirror,
Mm-hmm.
sort of, but it was all animated and shit. It was
I
pretty
forget-
Was it about space?
Yeah,
Something
they were.
like-
She was repairing a satellite or something. I forget what happens, but somehow, fuck, what happens? Why did she? Fuck, I don't remember what happened, but
Was it like Apollo 13? They picked up some like 5 organisms.
no. She was just repairing a satellite, and
I don't remember at all. It's been so long since I watched it.
yeah, me too. I'm trying to think, but basically, I don't know why it happened, but she ends up having to take off her arm suit, and that it just completely like dehydrates and fucks her arm, and then she has to like break her fucking arm off,
Oh, wow.
and that like really fucked with me. Like she ends up living, but it was fucking crazy to watch because like yo, you're alone in space.
Gotta chop your arm off.
I wonder what would happen.
I think like a piece of debris like fucking hit her suit or something. I don't know.
Probably. But like if you
That's another thing, man. Being in space is fucking hella dangerous on that part. A tiny, like, fucking pebble-sized piece of debris will just rip through your fucking suit and you're done.
I don't think it would just rip through your suit. I'd imagine they make them pretty fucking durable.
Well, a lot of those, like, a lot of the debris out, like, rotating around the Earth is, like, moving at, like,
Yeah.
thousands of miles per
Pretty
hour.
fucking fast.
Like, fast as a fucking bullet.
It'll
So,
fuck you up.
That was also one of the things I heard with the problems with interstellar travel, because if you're traveling like close to light speed and you hit just a small fucking object at that speed, it will destroy your entire ship. It will blow you back to hell.
It'll send you back from Y2K.
And if that's just that's just one problem amongst a host of different problems of traveling close to that speed.
You don't want to be a jelly man?
Fucking 3 million G's pressing against you. Turn you into a pancake.
Alright, worst way you die. Worst way to die.
Drowning.
Drowning? What about you?
I want to say burning to death.
We've
No,
been
I've
over
heard-
this. That's not that bad.
It doesn't
We've
hurt.
been over this. There's an objective answer here.
It's a very painful 5 seconds.
I don't
and then
know.
all your
And it's a
nerve
bit longer
endings
than 5
burn.
seconds, but yes.
Honestly, a part of me
Nerve
thinks that
endings
those are
usually-
like equally bad. Honestly,
I feel like
Drowning
drowning
is
is much worse.
it's just the idea of just watching your skin burn away and
Light me
like,
up
you,
any day
you
of the
will
week
feel
over
that.
drowning.
Because you can survive. Well, I was gonna say you can survive burning.
I guess maybe it depends on how you burn. Because if they start at your feet and just let it go up, or you doused in gasoline.
Yeah,
Because doused in gasoline, it's gonna hurt for a good minute,
Just light
but
you up
you're
immediately.
gonna stop feeling it pretty soon.
Yeah.
Drowning though, that's an experience.
that's a
Yo,
whole.
I watched a
You
fucking
can't
little
unfeel
short
that.
video. Scared the fuck out of me. This man like dropped something in the pool. And he was like, "Oh fuck!" And he dives in and he goes to get it. And this like his friend, his buddy or whatever, comes down with his headphones in, and he presses the button for the pool cover, and it closes the pool. And the guy's trying to swim as fast as he can to the fucking side of the pool, and it closes on him.
Oh, that's
And the
fucking
dude,
terrible.
he's banging on the side trying to get the guy's attention. The guy's got his headphones in, texting, and he just walks back up the stairs into the house.
Oh, that's fucked.
And the guy is screaming underwater, banging, and
That's-
that scared the fuck out of me.
I mean, it seems like you'd be able to push it. I mean, like, was it like a?
It was solid.
Oh, I thought it was like one of those like fucking
No.
like.
Like what's that movie? Ah, fuck. Black and White.
Is that the title of the movie?
No, it's A Wonderful Life.
Oh yeah.
There's a scene in there where they have a gym. They're in the gym at a dance or something, and it opens up into a pool, and it's like the whole fucking floor is the cover for the pool.
Oh.
Kind of like that.
Because I didn't know if there'd be like a small little sliver where you can breathe, or like where there's no water.
No, it was under the water.
The cover was under the water.
It was under there was like an inch or two of water, and the cover was under that.
Shit.
And then it's the rest of the pool. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. That's
Yeah,
not
sucks
not
for
fun.
that guy.
Wow.
But yeah, I used to think that drowning was the worst, but I guess in the in the sense of pain, probably drowning is up there. But I'm more terrified, I think, of dying in space, because more of the act that
I feel like it would
first
be
off,
instantaneous.
Honestly, like the actual, if we're just talking about just the raw.
yeah, but
like,
the fact is
actual-
that I don't know, the way that some guy described it to me, like you would freeze to death, boil blood or whatever, you die, your eyes would pop out of your head, shit would you basically combust.
Yeah.
And then your body would just be left lifeless floating through space, and that for some reason not being found, that is kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Like your body's never recovered, you're just
Well, I think
out of
like
the fucking
if we're just
universe.
talking about just the raw like actual pain, just that, then the feeling of burning is worse. I think.
I feel like
'Cause you will feel
if
it.
you're talking about pain wise, I feel like there's worse ways to die.
Than
you
burning?
could be eaten alive by ants.
I mean, look. There's always worse.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like
I doubt I can think of the most horrific way to die.
yeah, I think burning is definitely amongst them.
I think now you
Oh
say
fuck!
ants,
I just thought of a really fucked up one.
What?
Oh. Fucking toothpicks on your toenails. They make you kick a wall and you just slowly bleed out.
you couldn't bleed out from that though.
I feel like you can.
No.
I mean, if they squeeze it
They
out.
don't help you. Yeah, I feel like you can.
No, it'll just heal. It'll hurt like a
Honestly-
fucking bitch. You might lose that toe, but you won't bleed out.
I feel
Oh
like
shit.
If they kept making you do it.
After you said ants, it immediately made me think of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
You know, have you ever heard of bullet ants?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the fucking what did
You're supposed to like really hurt.
I saw some fucking like video of these guys who went into this tribe because apparently it's like a rite of passage for one of these tribes to like get bit by a bunch of these ants.
That's supposed to be like the
Wait,
most
what is the
painful
guy's-
insect bite in the world or some shit.
It's allegedly one of the most painful things you can actually experience.
Yeah.
Like,
Wonder.
huh?
What's the guy's name? Coyote something?
Coyote Peterson.
Yeah, he got bit by it.
And I don't even think he
crazy.
could complete it because it's a whole fucking thing you're supposed to do where you're supposed to leave your hand in the little like.
Oh no, he got one
Yeah.
bite
He had one bite and was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah,
because it fucking hurt.
yeah. That's a no for me, Chief.
Oh no.
I forget what insect it was, but there's one where the venom like literally it makes your tissue necrotic, like it kills your tissue.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the insect either, but I know what you're talking about.
I know there was another one. I think it was like it's some type of like eel or whatever, and like this dude was walking down the beach and it bit him or whatever. And first off, severe pain in his leg, and all of a sudden his fucking leg starts to go paralyzed, and then his other leg goes paralyzed, and then it starts creeping up his body, and before you know it, this dude just fucking flopped down on the beach, just can't fucking move.
Holy shit.
And I don't know if like the paralysis eventually goes away, but like just that, just to be stuck on that beach, there's no one around, and you're just fucking dead leg right there
That's
out on the
horrible,
beach,
man.
just sun tanning.
There's something that does something similar to that, except it paralyzes your diaphragm, so you physically can't breathe, and then you suffocate to death.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you that story of that sleep hallucination I had involving the giant bug?
No.
Oh well, this one was a good one.
You might want to wrap this up also, because it's been about an hour and a half.
You had
Yeah.
a lot of good stories.
Yeah. Well, basically,
He's
okay,
an
so
interesting person.
I get a bunch of sleep hallucinations.
No, I mean like hallucination stories. He's
Oh,
told
yeah.
me a lot of them.
Yeah, I get a whole bunch of sleep hallucinations as I'm going to sleep or if I wake up during the night. And anyways, I had one where I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I looked down at my leg, and what do you know? There's this giant ass like
Yeah, you
blue
told
and
me.
green alien bug thing crawling up my leg. Anyways, scared the piss out of me. I started swatting at it. It immediately went away because I had started moving. But the thing was, during that night, I had been sleeping on that leg. And so that leg had gone paralyzed. And so my immediate thought in my just sleep-deprived brain was, oh my god, this bug bit me. And now the paralysis is going to start in my leg and spread to the rest of my body. I need to go get help. So I jumped up out of bed, but keep in mind, my right leg was fucking paralyzed. So I just crashed down onto my carpet, slammed my face against the ground, and started crawling to my door, one leg just not moving at all. I get up to my door, I managed to get myself up to like where I'm standing, but I still couldn't fucking walk on that leg. And I started hobbling down the hallway, trying to get to my parents' bedroom. And then my right leg, completely just not even fucking cooperating, just slammed against the side of the fucking wall right on the corner. So now I've got a nice good gash all the way up my leg. Nice fucking blood trail going down my leg. And I'm struggling to get to my fucking room, my parents' room. The dog is barking. Everyone's awake by this point. I get there and I'm like, Mom, Mom. And all of a sudden, right when I called them and I could hear them getting up, my leg started to regain some feeling. And it was at that moment I realized how much of a fucking dumbass I was. And then they get up there and they're like, Corbett, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, it's nothing.
Wake up the whole house.
It's nothing.
Just to tell them you're okay.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
oh my god. Thankfully, I don't get like that kind of crazy shit anymore. But like, just so many fucking
I've only experienced
instances.
it once. And it wasn't, I can't even really call it sleep paralysis.
Mhm.
Well, I have had sleep paralysis once. It was, I didn't hallucinate or anything. I like legit just could not move. I had to
Mhm.
will myself to move. Like my brain, I had to fucking tell myself to move over and over
Hey,
again.
bitch, do your job.
Yeah. But I did, however, have it's a lucid dream, right? Where
You're aware that you're dreaming.
No,
It's just a dream.
never mind. It's a vivid dream where you
That's
think
just
it's
a really
real.
clear dream.
where you think it's real.
That's just
it feels
dreaming.
real.
I think it's just dreaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in most dreams, you don't.
Like
know
you
you're
think
dreaming.
it's reality.
Yeah.
Just a dream.
Okay, well, whatever. I had one of those fucking real dreams.
Yeah.
This-
It was I was nodding off, like going to bed, and I had dreamed that I woke up the same night, but later on in the night, like everyone else, because my brother was on the TV. So it was pitch black, dark, and at the time my house was being renovated, and so the vent over my bed, the vent had been removed because they were painting the ceiling. And so I wake up to pitch black darkness and I can't fucking move. And I'm looking around, just my eyes. I couldn't move my head or anything. And I catch a glimpse of something in the vent, so I look at it and I focus on it, and 4 pairs of red eyes open, and all I hear them say is, like in a slow, low whisper, "Should we reveal ourselves?" And I was like, yo, fuck this shit. And I dreamed myself like taking everything in my, like everything I had to lift myself up, and I still didn't have full feeling in my body. So I lifted myself up and I flopped myself over onto my brother's bed. He wakes up like, what the fuck? And I mumbled something, and then I jumped out of the fucking dream.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like you already have revealed yourself, dude.
I was in a fucking cold sweat, just popped right out of the dream, fucking shaking. I was like, yo, what the fuck just happened to me?
Yeah.
I've only experienced sleep paralysis 2 times in my life. And the first time, I think, was when I was very, very little. I remember being quite short at the time. It was, I thought I was awake. I might have been just dreaming, but I saw a silhouette at the end of my bed that was, I don't know, 10 feet tall, and in the shape of Sully from Monsters, Inc.
The top scarer.
Yeah.
The top scare.
I didn't even
That's
think
honestly like ironic as shit. Like,
yeah. Just that's the only thing I remember about it. I didn't say anything, it didn't move, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
Then the second time, I had a fucking weird dream, and I just woke up and I couldn't move. But it scared me so bad, I tried calling for my parents, but it was like, you know how when you like lose your voice, you're hoarse, you kind of whispering?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only like thing I could get out. I couldn't move, I just turned my head and I was like, Mom! Mom! Hey, Mom! Can you hear me? I was terrified.
I've had some pretty fucking crazy dreams. I won't say any of them now. I'll wait till the next one because we're running out of time.
Hour and a half.
It's been a long one.
Yeah, it has.
But fuck, man. Like,
Out of the 2, this has been the long one.
Oh, yes.
yeah. Next time I have.
Next time
I could go on for a little bit about summer.
Look,
I had a fucked up childhood.
Next time we should have Connor. So
Yeah.
tie this whole thing together.
That should add to the conversation quite immensely.
Yeah. Yep. Well, anywho.
I suppose that'll be all for this time.
Absolutely.
Hell
Remember, jerking off is a sin.
So do it every day.
As
all
much
the
as
time.
possible.
See you next week.
Make God cry. Make bad decisions. Goodbye.